Hey everyone, these are our favorite workout outfits. We're going to share with you today what the brands are, what the pieces are, and why we love them. Our contact information is in the video description, so if you want to reach out to us, you can, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. So I'm really looking forward to this episode, Megan. I am kind of obsessed with workout clothing. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah. I mean, everything workout clothing matters, and that's my entire attire. Try not to
Yeah.
wear anything else if I can get away with it.
I'm totally with you. And I
Yeah.
think too, just given that, with our jobs, we're obviously wearing workout clothing a lot. So
Yeah.
we're training in it, but we're also
Yeah.
wearing it to coach. But I think honestly, I think a lot of people end up wearing some of that training gear. Like a lot of the brands have done sort of a nice job of some of the leisure wear being
Yeah.
pretty acceptable for office attire on certain days. So it is, I think, pretty common to see people walking around in some of these brands,
For sure.
just going to work.
And I appreciate that, turning the sportswear into a little bit of a streetwear look so that I don't need to
Yeah.
buy as many pieces of clothing.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. So that being said, let's get into it. So I'm going to go here with my two favorite brands currently. Obviously, life is fluid. Your taste is fluid. There's ebbs and flows to body composition and what you're doing in training. So that might impact the brands that you select. I know I've certainly gone through some different phases. I had my phase of just absolutely loving Lululemon. That was the only thing I would buy.
Yeah.
And then, kind of dabbling in a little bit of Reebok, a little bit of Nike. Sometimes it depended too on who the CrossFit game sponsor was. I went
certainly.
hard. Right? I went hardcore
Yeah.
on a Reebok trend for a while. I think I have
Yeah.
30 booty shorts from Reebok when they were the game sponsor.
Yeah.
So
And when I look back now, I'm like, man, there is not much to those. They were low cut, high cut, everything.
yeah. Oh my
Everything
God.
out, which, you know what? They're cute.
They're
And
super,
I liked
super
that
cute.
look back then.
Yeah, it totally worked, right? Exactly. So definitely phases. Right
Mm.
now, I'm loving Fleo. So I think it's a pretty popular brand. Again,
Mm.
I discovered it through CrossFitters, so people who do CrossFit, but certainly it doesn't matter if you do CrossFit. If you just love cute workout
Yeah.
clothing, this is a great brand. It has really good crossover appeal. So if you're just in a commercial gym or working out in your garage, they have so many cute pieces.
Yeah,
I particularly love the Apex Contour Short. So I get a lot of messages whenever I put up workout videos or share stuff in my stories and I'm wearing them. People will DM me and be like, "What shorts are those?" I love your shorts. So that's pretty validating in terms of hey, these are as cute as I think they are. But in terms of just how they're put together, I look for a couple things in shorts. One is the rise. So they're a mid-rise, which I love. So we kind of talked about the old school shorts that were super low rise.
Yeah.
I have what I like to call a little bit of a power belly. So there's just this certain amount of fat deposit around my belly button. And if the short is too low, I am constantly pulling at it to try to pull it over that, because when I'm training, I can feel it cutting into my stomach and I feel uncomfortable. And again, it's kind of that self-image, right? Where I'm oh, I can't, I don't want to be hanging over my shorts and I just don't want to feel it, right? So the mid-rise is nice because it just hits me at a really comfortable spot where I'm not constantly tugging at it when I'm training, or, if there's a minor adjustment, cool. And the other thing is because of how I'm built, I don't actually like a really high rise. I'm long, but my length is not in my waist. So when I wear a high rise short, I feel like I'm just legs stacked on top of arms and I have no waist anymore. So that high rise look that's so popular for people, I'm I cannot do it, which is weird because I'm long and you would think it would work, but it totally does not work. So
I would like to see you in some high rise though. I now want to see that look of just arms stacked on top of it.
and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So you'll just be oh,
I can't unsee the image that you painted for me.
You'll understand totally. So I really love the shorts for that reason. season. So they've got that good rise. And then the inseam is the other one that's really important to me. So it's a 3.25. So again, not too short. I've kind of like reached a stage in my life. Like if you look back at my history, like I look at some of the shorts that I wore and I'm like so impressed with myself for actually having the balls to put those shorts on. But in terms of
Yeah.
how short they were, like really, really short, like right under the, the cheek is coming out kind of thing, which is fine for that stage of my life, but I'm just kind of not there anymore. So, but I also don't want something that strikes on the thickest part of my thigh. So I've got those like, big athletic thighs,
Yeah.
which I love, but I don't like it when shorts finish at that sort of like anywhere from 4 to 6. I find I'm like tugging them up. I'm pulling them
Yeah.
up because I want them
Yeah.
over that part, right? So the
Yeah.
3.25 is like a nice happy medium where it's giving me some coverage and I'm feeling like, yeah, okay, my butt's like in the short, but I'm not like pulling them up. So in terms of like shorts, I feel like if you are looking, if that's like kind of your criteria, definitely worth checking them out. And like the price point is pretty good. I want to say they're in the $50 to $60 American range, which is pretty standard in terms of, I think, like buying workout shorts, and great quality. Like they're not
Yeah.
see-through. They have a ton of like fun colors. Like, I don't even know. I think I'm up to like 10 colors or something and I'm going strong. So
It's
great.
hard to
Like,
spot when you find the right pair. Yeah.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
like, pretty much, and like they go fast too. They'll release a new color, a new design, and people are like all over them. So
I know.
love those shorts. And then my favorite sports bra from Fleo is called the Renette sports bra. And they have two different options. They do like a light or a medium support option. I go with
Hmm.
light. I have both and both work, but for me, my sort of criteria, I don't need a lot of support. So I can go with something that's very like airy and light and like just kind of open, which I like for like heavy hitting workouts because I'm one of those people that I don't like stuff on my chest and close to my
Yeah.
neck when I'm doing like, especially like a Metcon style workout.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just need to breathe. Like I don't even
Yeah.
like a necklace touching. You'll
Yeah.
see me take my necklace off if I have to do burpees because I'm like, nothing can touch my throat.
Yeah.
So the sports bra is like perfect. It doesn't cut the traps. It's built for athletes. So if you're someone that has a little bit of a bigger shoulder and like bigger, meatier trap, it's nice because you get the sort of that like design that won't leave those like really heavy duty marks. Again, lots of fun colors, very
Yeah.
minimalist style. And even if you decide to upgrade to the medium support, you're still getting like the same sort of attributes and characteristics. It's not going to choke you out. Just gives you a little bit more material
Yeah.
over the girls, so you're
Yeah.
good there. So in terms of like workout stuff, like for training, that's what I'm going with Fleo. Born Primitive, I have two pieces that I really love. So some things about Born Primitive, like just right off the hop, some pros. I don't know. Have you ordered Born Primitive before, Megan?
I have. My favorite pair of shorts is actually from Born Primitive, but I
Okay.
swear they've changed the way that they've made them since I bought that pair of shorts because they fit perfectly and the new pair is supposed to be exactly the same, but I don't think it is because my
There
old
can
ones are like 3 years old and sometimes it's
Yeah.
just like the minimal changes that they make that changes everything. Just
Yeah.
so bad. Yeah.
Couple stitches here and there, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, these are different shorts. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
there can be some variance. I've noticed that too. Like, I have a couple of pieces from them. I like their for working out and like training. I go with their Exhale sports bra. Again, same thing as the Fleo bra in the terms of like lots of movement in the trap. Like, it's not cutting the shoulder. Nice
Yeah.
open back, pretty design. I'm just a little bit in between sizes. So like, I like the way the large fits across my shoulders, but it gives me just a bit too much material in the front, so it does gape a little bit. I feel like a medium might do the trick. So I actually have to order a medium and just see. Will it work on the shoulders and give
Yeah,
me
which
the
is
right.
hard because sometimes then you have the cutting in as soon as you go a little smaller, but
Exactly. So got to
yeah.
play with that. The
Yeah.
Paragon tight is one of my favorite tights. Again, it's one of those pairs of pants where I'll get compliments or people will like message me and be like, what kind of tights are those? So they're very cute. They are like a bit of a textured material. So actually not smooth. They have like a little bit of like a rumple to them. I don't really know how to describe it other than they're rumpled, but they don't make your legs look rumpled. They
Yeah.
they're super cute. They are like, I wouldn't say super high waisted. I think you could probably pull them up if you wanted to, but I like where they strike kind of like around that belly button. So not too high. And they have like a really cute ruching in the back. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? I think that's really popular with like workout wear, that ruche in the
Yeah.
back that kind of gathers around the low back and the bum. That's
Yeah.
very flattering. Yeah. So
It
like, and
is. It is. With the right
yeah,
brand. Some brands I find they like split a little or they go see-through around that area. So you
yeah,
have to find the right brands with that. But
you do.
it is
Yeah.
a super cute look now. Yeah.
Super cute look. Yeah. So great colors. And again, like really comfortable. So I'll put tights on like in the winter. It's really common for me to go in, like, especially on like a bodybuilding day where I'm not getting my heart rate up and I'm not sweating a lot. I'll probably wear
Yeah.
like my Born Primitive outfit and I go to my Fleo outfit when I'm doing like some sort of like Metcon or gymnastics. Yeah. So those are my two favorite training outfits and brands. And I'll just say leisure wear. I'm all over Born Primitive. I'm actually wearing,
Oh, I
their,
love that. Like, oh, nice. Yeah.
yeah.
So I haven't bought anything from their leisure wear, but I am constantly shopping, putting things in my cart, and then not actually following through. But I love the look.
Oh yeah, like and I am the
Yeah.
same way. Like I've got a cart pretty much going all the time because they're so the other thing they do is they have like awesome flash sales. So it's just worth keeping an eye and like subscribing to their mailing list because they'll go like 70% off and you're just
Yeah.
like, okay, let's like it's on. So I would recommend I'm living in their Cloud Revive sweatshirt. So that's this guy here in burgundy. I also have it in gray, comes in oatmeal, it comes in black. And then they have matching pants. So they have the Cloud jogger. So it's like just
Hmm.
again like a really comfortable like light cotton, a little bit warmer too. So like not super thick, but like warm enough that you could wear it on like a winter day.
Yeah.
And yeah, really comfortable for just like I'll just wear it to coach to like sometimes I do actually do again that like sort of like bodybuilding training session in it,
Yeah.
run around, get groceries in it. I have a super funny story actually about their recovery joggers. So that's my last favorite piece that I wear. So I pretty much
I
live
do have a few pairs of those.
the
Yeah.
recovery joggers. Okay,
Yeah.
so these pants, okay, I tell you, they are like these pants have superpowers.
Yeah.
One time I was in a gas station in Winnipeg and I was wearing my recovery joggers.
Yeah.
And this young, very fit man walked up to me and he said, Miss, I just have to ask, are you available?
No, that's not where I thought you were going.
And I was like, am I available? And I was like, does he want me to pump his gas?
Yeah,
And then I'm like,
available
I don't
for
think
what?
that's what he wants me to pump. So these and I'm like I swear it's the pants because I was like this guy is just like walking up to me and I'm like I think it's because they make your butt look so good.
They do.
You're
They
like
do.
irresistible. So yeah,
Yeah.
I highly recommend not for that reason the recovery jogger. It's super
Yeah.
comfortable. Like they have that you know they've got like a nice drawstring. They've got like those
Yeah.
pockets in the back and in the front,
Yeah.
so they're very
I
functional.
find they look like flattering and nice for coaching, but then
Yes.
throwing them over. I mean, I worked in a cold gym for like 8 years in the winter, just terrible heating system going on. And
Yeah.
wearing those over top of my workout pants or just my shorts, first of
Yeah.
all, kind of cute look, but
Totally.
also perfect. So
Yeah.
I can just wear them all day long.
Yeah,
And
I
I love
totally.
that.
I love
Yeah.
them. And you can dress them up or down too, I find. So
Oh,
like I
completely.
tend to wear them like I would say I almost size down in them because like I'm someone that likes a bit of a more fitted look.
Yeah.
Like with this pant. So you know, if you're typically like, oh, like I buy like a size 8, you might consider going down a size if you want them to be a bit more fitted because they are stretchy.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about them like not fitting. But if
Well, and
so
that really flattering look comes from having them a little bit tighter, at least around
exactly.
me. Yeah.
They almost look like a tight. Yeah. Like they almost end up
Yeah.
looking a bit like a tight with like a pocket and a
Yeah.
drawstring. So like, yeah, super cute. Lots of great colors as well. And they often throw them on sale. So like when they're trying to clear out certain colors or whatever, or just like get some out of inventory, they'll put them on sale. So yeah, so
Yeah.
that's me. And that's what I would recommend. Again, both great brands, lots of cute pieces. And I feel like I'm just starting to explore what's available there. So yeah, avid shopper here.
Yeah, I guess so. You know a lot of details about the product. I don't have as much, but
That's
I
okay.
definitely go by feel a lot, which obviously you do as well.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm wearing my workout clothing, I used to have the issue of like the way my torso is, the way my midline is, my dip in is a little bit higher. So if
Yeah.
I have the medium waisted pants, then I just find they're rolling down all the time and they're
Right.
moving around. And again, pulling them up and pulling them up causes like things happening in the crotch area that you don't want people to see. So
Yeah.
it's pretty important for me to have a higher rise pant
Yep.
at this point. Especially I just don't want to touch my pants. I remember and adjust my outfit all the time. I
Yeah.
remember when I started doing CrossFit and I was in a gym where, now I'm being watched a lot by a coach. My coach came up to me and she's like, "You're always touching yourself. You're always adjusting your clothing. Why don't you get clothing that fits?" I've never forgotten that. It was a very good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and it was because I was uncomfortable in my clothing because
Yeah.
it just didn't fit that well. So
Yeah.
I have found that I have old Lululemon pants that are from like, I don't know, 8 years ago. And some of those are just my absolute favorite. They've lasted so long. They now have some holes in them. So they're more like my around the house, outdoor, maybe pajama pant kind of thing. I've
Yeah.
started even trying to sleep in workout clothes so I can just wake up and start working out in the
Amazing.
morning.
That's
Now
next
that's my
level.
workout wear for it's not out of being lazy. It's like just trying to minimize the laundry of my
Yeah.
workout clothes.
Pure function. It's actually a great idea because Mike always asked me, how do you have that much laundry? And now that I
I
think
know.
about it, well, if I just slept in my workout clothes, I could save an outfit.
I know. Well, and if it's old workout clothes that's very comfortable, like an old pair of Lulus that maybe has a hole in it, so in a video you're not going to see it, but I might not wear them out to a gym
Yeah.
or in public anymore. So the Lululemon Align pant was my favorite one. For a
Good
little
one.
while there, I felt like they were more see-through. I bought a
Hmm.
pair and they just weren't, they didn't
I
feel
had
like
that
they were as high
happen. Yeah.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like in the last year, I've bought two new pairs, and they're now the pants that I want to wear every day. I can wear them. They're not restrictive. They don't cut in,
Yeah.
especially the Align if you find the right rise or the right height.
Yeah.
They just sit on you very nicely. And if I put on a little bit of weight or I lose a little bit of weight,
They're still
they fit me
fitting.
they fit me really well.
Yeah.
And I
I
don't
feel
mind wearing them for hours.
Lulu is having a resurgence, I will say, because
I
like
think so too.
they
Yeah.
were my favorite for a really long time. And then I just
Yeah.
found like a massive dip in, I would say quality, but also like I was like, what are we doing with like these weird styles? Like I just nothing is working for me. But I
There
do
was
feel
some really weird stuff they put. Well, but I'm very restricted in what I wear in clothing. I'm pretty
for me
basic.
too. We have our favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, but they have put out some weird styles that I see on the sale racks quite often. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why you've wasted so much time with
Yeah.
this.
Like
But
why is there a zipper on the top of this shoulder? Like what am I doing with this?
I'm
Yeah.
not putting anything there. It's
I
not
know.
good for looks, but
No.
I know. So I'm more basic with their stuff, but I went into their store over Christmas just to get some Christmas gifts from there. My
Yeah.
niece is obsessed with Lululemon. If it's Lululemon, it's good enough
It's
for her. It
good.
doesn't matter what it looks like. So we went
Yeah.
in there and the colors now, there's so many beautiful colors. I also find with some of their bras, I choose their lower impact bras because again, like smaller chest, I don't need a high impact bra. I feel
Yeah.
very fortunate for that.
Yeah.
Because I do find that with a lot of bras out there, if they're really tight, even if they don't cut in and look tight, but they just feel tight. And
Hmm.
you talked about around the neck, but I'm talking like the
The
low bra line,
diaphragm.
like around the bottom. I
Yeah.
find that if I go for a long run or any kind of high intensity workout,
Hmm.
I feel like I can't breathe as well.
Yeah.
And I think a really tight bra, I really believe it does impact how you feel when you're breathing deep and how efficiently you breathe. And it makes it
Yeah.
harder to breathe into my belly a little more. And I find that
Yeah.
I'm just not getting enough out of my chest. And now I'm
Yeah.
just super aware of what's going on in my chest area. So
Yeah.
I like something that's non-restrictive in that way.
Yeah.
And I do find they have quite a few bras for that don't cut in around the traps either, but that's probably because they're not super tight on me, but they don't gape when I bend over or I do a
Yeah.
push up or a burpee, which I don't love because I'm a trainer and I don't want people looking down my shirts
Yeah.
more than I've allowed them to with my bra showing.
Yeah.
You know,
No, it
like
makes sense.
anything under there is not, yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
you looking down there when I'm trying to teach you a push up. So
Yeah.
Lululemon is high on my list now.
Awesome.
It was
Yeah.
off the list for a little while. It's back on.
It's
I'm
back
I'm pretty
on.
happy with their pants and with their products right now. And whenever I
Awesome.
see one of the trainers at a gym that I work at wearing like Lululemon pants or shirts, I'm like, man,
Yeah.
especially the men's clothing. I love the men's clothing.
Yeah.
Like you look so professional. You
Yeah.
look so good. I need to start maybe buying some of the men's clothing.
Yeah.
Just even the
They're
pants, like the joggers, they look so professional.
good.
Nice.
Yeah. My husband used
Yeah.
to wear a lot of Lulu too, and he kind of had the same feeling where we were like, what's happening with Lulu? And now
Yeah.
I'm seeing in their advertisements and stuff, like, because of course they advertise to me. I'm like seeing tank tops and I'm seeing that menswear and I'm seeing stuff where I'm like, wow, like I would wear this. Like I love that cut. Like getting back to really like clean, flattering lines and like
Yeah.
simple, like elegant colors and stuff like that. So yeah, like I would definitely I'll check Lulu out again.
And I'll check your brands out a little
You've
bit more.
sold me. You've sold me.
The other
Awesome.
brand I would go with is right now LKSD, which is an Australian owned company, and they produce sportswear with kind of like your street look so that you can wear it outside of the gym without feeling like you're in just gym clothes. And
Perfect.
they've actually started using like biodegradable shipping bags and garment bags made of compostable materials. So, a little nice touch that they're making efforts in that area,
Yeah.
as well as some fabrics from pre-consumer recycled nylon. So, collected during
Awesome.
the manufacturing process, things like fishing nets and camping equipment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I mean, I still have to like how I feel in the clothing.
Yeah.
That's enough for me to like a brand, but not necessarily enough for me to own the brand
Like
and wear it
invest
all
in
the
it.
time. I have to be
Yeah.
comfortable in their clothing, but I find they do have a few pants and shorts that fit similarly to Lululemon,
Yeah.
and I actually like the way my butt looks a little bit more in their brand than the Lululemon. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's
Yeah.
just the thickness of the material. I find
That
it's
has a,
not too thick. Like I can
yeah,
wear it in the summer and I don't feel overheated. And
that's important.
yeah, and
Yeah.
same thing with the high waisted. It's very comfortable for me, so I don't feel like it's cutting in. If I put on 7 pounds overnight, I'm that's probably the pair that I'm wearing. There's certain brands that I really love that I feel like I will only wear if I'm at that like lower body fat weight kind of thing because it cuts in
Yeah.
a little more. It rolls
Yeah.
down a little more if I have a little more weight on. So I'm just not as comfortable in it. And again, I don't want to be adjusting my clothing all the time.
Well, and bodies will change too, right? Like you're going
Mhm.
to go through different like phases in life and like whatever, like, maybe there's an injury or something, or there's a different like goal that you have. So like your body composition is changing and
Yeah.
it would be nice to not have to like buy an entire wardrobe and just kind of
Which
have
is
that.
what I used to do and what a lot of
Right.
people do. They have entire wardrobes based on like kind of what season they're in life. And
Yeah.
that sucks. And for sure, if it's a big weight change or a big body composition change, then you might need to do something like that. But
Yeah.
ideally, if it's just like 5, 10 pounds here and there, we're not
Yeah. The clothing
buying
can
new
work with
clothing.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it can stretch and shrink and like kind of just like maintain that same level of comfort no matter where you're
yeah,
sitting. Yeah. Oh, I agree.
yeah,
And I think like that's a big part of like when we're looking at workout clothing, it's like it's all wrapped up in self-image and like what we see and feel might be like no one else obviously feels it and they might not even see it, but we do. So like I think it's important to like if you again coming back to that like if you feel good about yourself, then like you just get that extra little like pep in your step. And I don't know, I sometimes find like
you
got a
do.
little more energy with a new workout outfit on. So
Oh, there's no doubt.
yeah, it
Yeah,
totally makes a difference.
yeah. Yeah,
Awesome.
so
Yeah.
those are my two brands. I also love the shorts. LKSD has like three different there's an Elixir short that I really like. Again, I go with the high rise, and then their shorts are a little bit longer, but not too long, because I do find with the longer ones it cuts and they cut right in the middle of the thigh, then it's
Yeah.
really just not flattering on me with my legs, and I just don't like them that way. So a little bit of a shorter short that still covers the entire butt
Keeps the
is
butt in.
usually what I
Yeah.
go after. Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I think that this was helpful. I hope people like find maybe, something that they can explore, or something that, if there's something that kind of resonated with them in terms of like, oh, that's the kind of short I've been looking for, or what have you. And maybe can try out some new stuff, see if there's some stuff on sale. And again,
yep,
if you guys do have any questions about any of the clothing brands that we shared, or you need a little bit of help, in regards to like finding that perfect tight, definitely feel free to reach out to us and we'd be happy to help.
absolutely.
All right. Thanks, guys.